and welcome to Dee Talk Live Thursdays. How is everybody? How are we all going? What are we all doing this lovely Thursday night? I'm hoping we're all ready for another fabulous Dee Talk Live Thursdays. What everybody is doing, but I hope you guys are having a sensational night and ready to go with our awesome topic tonight, which is what is the law of attraction and are we using it properly? So tonight's topic is quite unbelievable because many times we tend to use energy in specific ways because we are energy at the end of the day. The way that we talk to people is the energy we give out. The way that we communicate specific messages and vibes are all to do with energy, and that's to do with the law of attraction. Okay, many times we have positive thoughts, we have negative thoughts that run through our minds as well. And remember, the mind is a very powerful tool. It utilizes the thoughts in order for it to bring out things. Okay, so thoughts become things. It's what we attract. So it's like attracts like. So what you're going to be thinking about, you'll be bringing about. Okay. So the more positive your mindset is, the more positive your emotions are, and the more stabilized you are, the more positive the situations in your life will be. And everything will come out the way in which you want it to in a specific way and be manifested in a specific way, but in a way where it's not only positive, but it's going to benefit you in the long haul, only because it's what we think about. Okay, and many people believe that the law of attraction is a theory or it's subsequently a myth. In my experience, it's what I live by, and it is so real, and it has happened to me so many times. If you ask many of my friends, they know I'll do something, or I'll think of something, or I'll say something, and it manifests in 2 seconds. That's why sometimes you've got to be really, really careful what you wish for, because eventually it'll surface and it'll come about. So the more negative you're thinking, the more negative things are going to be happening in your life. So we have to start using the law of attraction as a positive tool rather than a negative one. And sometimes it's hard, I get it. Life is hard. Things that we go through are hard, and sometimes it's hard to actually think positive because you're always stuck in that sort of mindset of, oh, everything's going wrong, blah, blah, blah. But have you ever asked yourself this question, right? Why do those things happen? Is it you that actually subconsciously, not consciously, right? Subconsciously, in your mind, thinking this specific way in order for this to be brought about, okay? So as I said, thoughts become things, and like attracts like as well. Hello to everybody who has joined me tonight. You guys are beautiful. I'm going to say hello to everybody now because we're getting in the nitty gritty. We're going to get, into this beautiful topic of mine that I love so much, right? All right. So the more entwined you get or connected to your energy, the more capable you are of actually bringing things up in a positive way and creating your manifestation skills to the point where you're able to see them in your reality, okay? So life is an illusion. What we're living in at the moment is not real, okay? The closer you are to your soul's purpose and the soul that you have and the energy that you base yourself upon, the closer you are to seeing that your reality can be made through the way that your thoughts or your minds or your energy is perceived. And that brings out so much realism, right? Not illusion, okay? The more that we concentrate on what we want in a way of positivity and energy that we waste on things that are worth it, okay? Wasting on, let's just say. The more they come about so positive. It's like an energy exchange as well, because that has to do a lot with the law of attraction as well. The more energy you give something, the more it comes about as being, you're adding somewhat more fuel to the fire. And of course, what are you going to get? More energy. What type of energy, though, are you going for? Is it bad energy? Is it positive? What is it exactly? So the more you give something, the more energy you're giving to that specific situation. The less energy you give to that specific situation, what happens? It stops, right? It could be in a relationship. It could be in an actual situation that you've manifested or you've concentrated on, because it's what you just concentrate on 24/7 and you can't stop thinking about it, okay? The less you're able to concentrate on something, the less you're able to think about something and know that everything is going to be okay, 100% of the time it manifests within the next half an hour, okay? Especially if you're like me, who manifests quite rapidly. All right. So as the law of attraction keeps on going on, thoughts do become things. So what you think about, you actually do bring about. Okay. And an awesome example of this as well is the situation that we're going through at the moment with all these lockdowns, right? And this is a great topic, right? I'm going to get a bit controversial here, but to the point where I want you to understand how energy actually affects your surroundings, the situations, and society as a whole. Hello, John. And it is John's birthday today, everyone. He's one of my top viewers. I love him dearly. Happy birthday, John. I hope you've had a sensational day, and I'm hoping that you're going to have an even amazing evening tonight as well. Much love to you and the family. Thank you so much for your support consistently. Okay, now going back to my point, okay, with what's actually happening at the moment in the world, right? We tend to get fixated on these lockdowns that much that every time a case is actually announced, either on TV, either on the radio, either if you hear it through a friend or whatever. I don't watch TV, that's just me personally. It's not a thing that I do, because I don't like TV, even though I was on TV. I just don't watch the news. That's me. I'm more of a YouTube fanatic, and I do like Netflix, as we've talked about in previous times. Okay, so basically, what happens in regards to law of attraction and with what's going on at the moment? So many lockdowns have been happening because it's the energy that we give this lockdown, right? So every time you think that we're going to have a lockdown, try and come back to center and be presently aware. Don't fall forward or too far forward to the future and think, oh, we're going to be locked down, we're not going to be able to do this, and we're going to be in lockdown for like 3 weeks. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Blah, 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 blah. The more energy, negative energy you give that, the more you see it from up here in regards to the perception that you're bringing out, the more of a lockdown you're going to be in, right? Okay? And that's what's been happening lately, and I've been noticing it, and I thought it was quite interesting, and I thought the law of attraction is all about our thoughts, our emotions, how we feel about specific things, and how they become to be manifest in our reality, right? So the next time there are cases or, things happening around you, okay, take a step back, right? And reevaluate the way that you're thinking, right? Catch yourself in that awareness and be able to see and justify in what exactly is going on around you, okay? So the more people around you are saying these negative things, the more it is your job to turn around and say, we'll be fine, everything will be great, because in reality, it will. We're still here after, how many years has it been now? 1.5 years. We've had this specific, crucial, pandemic, right? So basically, what's basically happening is we're still Melburnians, right? And you guys that are actually in interstate as well, we're still here, we're still alive, okay? And that's why I tend to say, there are higher beings in regards to energy. Your life is the way that you want it to manifest, by the way that you action it, by the way that you think of specific things, by the way of how you conjure up something. So the more that society or you guys out there are going to keep on saying, oh, we're going to get in lockdown, we're going to, oh my God, blah, 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 the more we will be. The more that you turn around and say, there's a reason for everything, and in due time, eventually, everything will come back to where it's supposed to be. It's prime purpose, okay? So that's how energy is focused on a situation. The more energy you give something, the more it explodes, the more it manifests in that specific type of energy that we're concentrating on and we're giving to it, okay? So that is what the law of attraction is. There are many examples, especially within terms of your life as well. The more we concentrate on maybe a job application and we apply for a specific job, and we keep on thinking about it, and then we've got these bad thoughts in our mind saying, oh, we're not going to get this job, or it's not for me, or it's not what, blah, blah, blah. Even though you've applied for it with such positivity and such tenacity, it doesn't come into fruition. It doesn't happen. And exactly what you've thought about, you've brought about. And you've got that email back saying, unfortunately, you're unsuccessful. Unfortunately, we're not going ahead with, what we wanted to with you, because it's the actual energy you've given it. That's why I say always have a positive mindset, whether it be in relationships, whether it be in situations, whether it be wherever you are. Put yourself in that perspective, okay? That your thoughts become things because your mind is so powerful, right? The main purpose of having the mind is also having the heart. In order to connect the two, you're able to really pinpoint on what really matters to you and what you want, but also the realness, not the illusion, which is what I was talking about. And many times, so many things have happened. I don't know how many of you have got the gift of, thinking about something and it happening. I've got a friend that will say something and it happens in 2 seconds. Because it's the energy of that specific vibration that she's putting out into the universe in order for it to rectify itself and come back, but in a positive way. Sometimes it might just be a simple thought, and then voila, it comes to you, and you're like, what the? Like, that's crazy. That's energy. It's beautiful. How did I even do that? Because we actually second guess ourselves as human beings. We are the most powerful human beings, like pieces of work, that I've ever met. We are beyond amazing, and we are beyond beautiful, and we always, give ourselves that sort of benefit of the doubt. We're like, nah, it won't happen to me, or nah, that can't happen, or no, that. Hell yeah, it can. Anything can happen. If you put your mind to it, you can do anything. And in saying that, if you put that right energy into something, it comes out even in a better way for you. What's supposed to be for you will be for you, but you've got to use the law of attraction as a tool where you're not consistently concentrating on, this type of negative energy that's not really going to bring you out those types of outcomes that you want, the positive outcomes, okay? And when we're emotionally blocked, this is another thing I was going to say, when we're emotionally blocked in regards to release, okay, so you transmute the negative energy to the positive energy, okay, by releasing the dead emotions, the emotions that you have to deal with in order to transmute and transform, okay? Because once you transform those negative energies, they become positive, but you have to release the emotion, deal with the emotion, and pretty much go through the emotions, go through what you're going through. Don't try and ignore them and just go the other way and not deal with them in regards to what I'm saying, sorry. Because then they come up for you later on down the track because you haven't released them. Therefore, what you want to manifest doesn't come into fruition only because you haven't let those specific emotions or released them in order for that abundance and creation to come into your life. That's what the law of attraction is all about. It's about healing thyself. It's about dealing with those problems or issues that we have. Majority of the time, it's to do with the soul's growth and journey. Therefore, if you're not clear within yourself about what you really want, where you stand in life, and what type of energy you want to perpetuate in your beautiful world we call in this society, how are you going to pinpoint that? How are you going to magnetize that? How are you going to manifest in a way where you want to? That's going to transform your life or transform you or make it better. You are your own maker, okay? And I've said this many times. You are the one who is in charge of that beautiful self and soul. Therefore, you have to grab it and take hold of it and take charge. So use that positive energy in order to transmute, into obviously the positive energy, but get rid of that negative energy that you don't need in your, sector and stuff, Hi to everybody out there. I'm so sorry I haven't said hello. I've just been gas bagging as per usual. I hope everybody is doing really well. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, guys. You're beautiful. And as I said, in regards to the current position, please don't let the energy around you weigh you down. You stand in your sovereignty, which is what I've said many times before on this beautiful show of ours, Dee Talk Live. The more negativity around you at present, or the more negativity you're bringing out, the more negativity you will receive back. Attract the positivity into your life that you deserve by pushing out that positivity in order for the world to follow suit, right? And be your own Valentino, which is what I said. Don't follow suit. Be your own Valentino. That's one of my major quotes as well that I say. And when you know that people are shutting down, or, it's a lockdown, or we've got cases and blah, 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 always think positively, because they transmute not only in your specific sphere, but around the whole world, right? We're very powerful people, and you wouldn't believe how powerful you are and up until you practice this form of the law of attraction. It is amazing. And it has happened, as I've said to me, many, many times. So use it to your advantage, use it for the right things, and, don't overthink it, right? Whatever will be at the end of the day. And this whole situation, it will pass like everything else has, right? We're still doing amazingly great. I hope everybody has had an amazing night tonight. Thank you again for joining me on Dee Talk Live. It is my grateful, and I'm even speechless. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm so grateful and I'm so humbled for everybody's beautiful, beautiful messages week in and week out. I've said it to you guys many times. Thank you again for joining me tonight. There is a donate link up here, which I did speak about, and on Instagram, if anyone is watching out there at the moment, there's a donate link up where my profile is. So basically, I've been chosen to be on TV next year as part of raising much needed funds for Bully Zero, which is an amazing charity that I'm backing 110%. It's in line with our beautiful What Dee Thinks message. For those who have donated, thank you so much. For those who want to donate, the link is there, obviously, on the description of tonight's Dee Talk Live thing. Thank you again for joining me tonight, guys. You were amazing. Please use the law of attraction in a positive way, regardless of what's going on around you. Don't let people get you down. You get them up, right? Yeah? Use that positivity in order for it to come back to love, because it always really, really works and helps everyone. Love you all so much. Happy birthday again, John. Hope you have a beautiful night. Thank you again for joining me tonight, guys. Dee is out. Much love and light to everybody. Thank you so much for joining me again. Bye, guys.